All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the AI Breakfast Lab. Today's focus is the Magic Kids. Two ladies are out today doing other projects, meeting with clients, and healing up. So, welcome to the AI Breakfast Lab. All right. Welcome, everybody. All right. Let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling this morning at the top of the hour. We're going to look at some cool stuff here in the Magic Kids platform. So, my account is set to launch the Magic Kids. I set it up this morning, and of course, let's watch the older video for the kids over 10, kind of a welcome video that we can watch together this morning to get a little bit of information about the platform. This is what this is for. It's here where you can watch it with your kid. All right, let me make sure my audio is shared. Here we go.
You're in. Time to build something that hits hard. Pick your tutor, AI and future skills, coding, writing, math, science, geography, history, public speaking, or art. Set one clear goal. Your coach fires smart prompts while you do the thinking. In about 10 focused minutes, turn scroll time into a win you can show. A tiny chatbot that answers real questions. A 60-second explainer that teaches a concept. A one-page site that spotlights your project. A story that compares climates or tracks a journey, or a history timeline that makes a claim and backs it with evidence. Plan it, build it, show it. Then jot one takeaway, what worked, and what you'll improve next time. Save it to your portfolio and share when you're proud. And when that explainer lands clean and clear, you ate no crumbs. When your demo has everyone locked in, you cooked. When your map or timeline is sharp and convincing, it hits hard. Ready? Pick your tutor, press start, and make something worth showing off today. Welcome to Magic Kids.
So that's like a welcome video for older kids, and this is a survival guide to parents that don't understand kids speak. When he said you ain't no crumbs, that basically means the translation is it's perfect and flawless. When he said cooked, it meant you did amazing. When it hit hard, it means it was very impressive. So we got a little key for you, parents, so you understand what that means. You no doubt if your kids are a little older than 10, they've heard some of those words. And we got the AI tutors menu here, meet your tutors, and then on the over 10, we have like choose your adventure, like what would you like to do, right? And this you can go over this with your kids. You want to write a fantasy novel, you want to create a short film script, I want to build a mystery story. Maybe you want to launch a mini business. Maybe you want to create a YouTube video script or compose original music, whatever you would like to do. So it gives you some project ideas, right? And we got them categorized by, writing and then video, creative, and business, right? It gives you the juices flowing for the parents and the kids to work together, right? On a project. And then, of course, for they're over 10, 15, they can have a lot of fun once they understand the navigation of the platform. So we're going to look at a tutor that is dear to me. It's a public speaking and communication tutor this morning. I don't think the girls have touched on this. So I click on it and let's look at what it says. It says, welcome to Magic Kids and your public speaking and communication tutor. Probably one of the greatest skills a kid in high school can learn. Um, Speech classes and public speaking courses are generally speaking an elective, but it's to me it should be a good elective if they're not choosing sports. And I did sports and I did public speaking in high school, and did really well with it. I lettered in high school with both of those categories. It's where I learned to speak and do oration and impromptu speaking, extemporaneous speaking, did all kinds of public speaking, like Lincoln Douglas debate, cross-examination debate, humorous, impromptu. I did just about everything you could think of, right? So I'm a big believer in the public speaking and communication tutor. So he gives you a few, excuse me, he gives you a few items to possibly go over some prompt ideas here, right? What do you want help with? You could choose one of these, or you could choose another one. All right. So it's asking us, great to meet you. Before we begin, are you a student, a parent, or a teacher? And what is the student age or grade level? So I'm just going to tell it. I am a student in 11th grade. Grade. And I am preparing for a oration speech at a high school tournament on the topic of AI. The question I am centering my topic on is is AI fair in the classroom as a tool? I want AI to win. However, I want to be objective. Okay. So let's start out with helping me brainstorm some, help me brainstorm some topics and titles of my oration. All right, there we go. So, given it a very specific prompt, we want to look at specific ideas first, right? So, someone in 11th grade, um, assuming they have gone through some of the training in the platform, they should know how to prompt. If they, if you have an 11th grader or somebody in high school, put them through the apprentice certification. It's palatable enough for them where they can learn it and learn a little bit about prompting, also a little bit about AI. That way they have some formulas to work with. At 11th grade, they'd be fine taking that certification. That's my recommendation to you. Now a student can actually upload, PDF here, maybe of topics. Generally speaking, they would have gone over this with their speech and debate coach if they're going to be performing it, right? And get the topic approved, right, before. So, and objectivity is probably very important in the oration as well when you're presenting the case, and you want to take the listener on a journey, right? So, it's given us some ideas, right, that we can craft up some concepts. So let's go back up and look what it gave us, some ideas. Really cool, awesome 11th grade oration on is AI fair in the classroom? Great goal. Let AI win while staying objective. Let's brainstorm focus angles and strong titles. 5 persuasive, fair-minded angles. Okay, here's some fair-minded and persuasive angles. Equity and access. AI is the great equalizer. personal versus one size fits all, personalization versus one size fits all, integrity reimagined, AI as a coach, not a crutch, faster, fair feedback for all, inclusion for multilingual and neurodiverse learners. Some other title ideas you could choose that are more balanced and objective. Fairness with a human face, making AI work for every student. Beyond buzzwords, what fair AI looks like in class. Guardrails, not gatekeepers. A fair path for AI in schools. Is AI fair? Yes, if we choose it to be. Great title ideas. So here's some bold and persuasive ideas. Let AI in. The fairness case we're missing. Equal help for every desk. Why AI levels the classroom. From cheating panic to coaching power. Faster feedback. Fairer classrooms. Some creative story-driven idea titles. The quiet tutor in every backpack. I like that one. That's a good one. Yeah, that kind of gets you thinking a little bit. Yeah. The fairness switch, turning AI from threat to tool. Many brains, one helper, AI, all kinds of learners. Red pins and real-time replies, rethinking fairness with AI. So I think this is the winner right here. The quiet tutor in every backpack. It'll get the judge thinking, that's an interesting, inquisitive, creative title. I like that idea. What do you guys think of that? Put a 10 in the chat if you guys like that. It just resonates with me a little bit. What do you guys think? Yeah. Put a 10 in the chat if you like that one. Yeah. Yeah, I like that one too. I think that's really good. All right. Is the winner. Let's do some research that validates my oration and contributes to the objectivity. I am looking for an outline that will deliver first place at our upcoming tournament. Cool. So if we're new, there's some guardrails. James, can you talk about those for a moment? I need a little bit of break while this is doing this, and talk about our guardrails and safety in the platform as we're talking to the public and speaking and communication tutor. Good morning, James.
Good morning, everyone. So we have certain guardrails in here. Some of them are mandated just by some of the AI LMSs and laws that the government has created. For instance, you can't ask it to, write about sexually explicit kind of things. You can't ask the image creators to make something that might be demeaning to a man or a woman, or be considered pornographic in any way. You can't have it create things of somebody shooting somebody with a gun, or just different things like that are restricted. They're safety guardrails that have been built into OpenAI and other LMSs. And so you just have to be cognizant about that. And we've run into some scenarios where we've had doctors or psychologists that work with abused children and things like that, and they're trying to create things using words about child abuse, or domestic abuse, those kind of things. And right now, AI just really doesn't like that topic. It does, even if it's something you're trying to do in a constructive way. I have found in some cases where, you can say, "Hey, I'm writing this to bring awareness to and try to stop this kind of action happening," and you might get a little bit better results. But it's really, really pretty picky with that those kinds of topics, because they don't want people using AI to ridicule someone or harm someone or abuse someone. So there's a lot of those guardrails built in the system.
Awesome. Thank you, James. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Great explanation. And that's how we built the platform. But let's look at what the public speaking communication tutor is helping me with. So awesome choice. The Quiet Tutor in every backpack is a memorable and judge friendly. It's a memorable and judge friendly. We'll keep it pro AI, fair, and evidence minded. Here's a championship outline you could deliver in 6 to 8 minutes, plus an evidence bank you could plug in objectively. The title: Quiet Tutor in every backpack. The tone of the thesis: one line. AI is fair in the classroom when it expands access, accelerates quality, feedback, and strengthens academic integrity under clear guardrails of equity, transparency, and human oversight. Suggested timing: the hook set up 45 to 60 seconds. 3 pillars, 4 minutes total. Counter arguments, rebuttals, 90 seconds, and guardrails, call to action, 45 to 60 seconds. Opening hook, story option. At 11:07 p.m., my friend stared at a blank screen. No tutor, no office hours, just a deadline. She typed one question, and a quiet tutor answered patiently and instantly and without judgment. Imagine if that kind of help sat in every backpack, not just in some zip codes. Define fairness in one sentence. Defining fairness in one sentence. Fairness in school means every student gets a chance and the tools to learn regardless of background. That's good. I like the starting of that. I've seen AI help peers draft, practice, and understand, sometimes better, always faster. But fairness isn't automatic, it's designed. Equity and inclusion, faster, better feedback. Number two, more drafts and more growth. Many example: integrity reimagined, coach, don't catch. Okay. Counter arguments, respectful rebuttals. It replaces teachers, privacy at risk, guardrails, call to action, tutor impact. Ethos and logos, that's perfect. Ethos is, as a student who uses AI to draft, revise, and practice, here's what helped and what didn't. The logos is fairness improves when 3 conditions are met: access, feedback, and integrity. This one, in fairness, falters. Pathos, having empathy, a tool that answers at midnight, is more than software. It's a hand on shoulder that helps. Ooh, I like that one. Yeah, that's right. I love that. I can't tell you how many times I've stayed I was up at midnight in high school trying to finish a paper. I wish I had a tutor to help me think a little bit better, right? And get clarity. Or I have butterflies in my stomach when I'm going into a tournament at another high school. We got to be at the bus at 6 o'clock, and McDonald's provided the breakfast for us on the bus. It's sponsored, and we would go on a 2-hour bus drive to Klein, Texas, and we'd show up at the high school with our big briefcases and going to meet other people, participating in oration and public speaking and Lincoln Douglas debate and all the preparation we had. We had file folders of topics for impromptu speeches so that we have 30 seconds to prepare for a speech, and they give us a topic. We got to go out, ask our team to find the topic, give it. We had everything outlined and prepared so that we were ready to give the speech within 30 to 45 seconds. That's the kind of training I had when it came to public speaking. So orations was my favorite topic. So pathos, logos, and ethos were very part of the debate culture, right? And then Lincoln Douglas with the presidents. That's why they had Lincoln Douglas debate, because it was a debate that the basis of it was obviously something ethical, something that was logos, and something was that had empathy, right? It was lawyers use this all the time, right? It's part of um, persuasion, and power sentences to memorize. Fair tools demand fair rules. Don't ban a crutch, build stronger legs. We could fear the shortcut or design a long game of learning. AI doesn't replace teachers, it rescues their time. Fairness is not a feeling, it's a system we build. All right. I like the way it's going. Let's tighten it up a little bit. Please remember I'm an 11th grader, and make sure the language and the story reflects that. I don't have office hours, so make it the story like I'm sitting in my bedroom alone with a light on, with my trusty laptop, pen and paper, and brain, trying to figure out the direction to go. Let's tighten up the outline so that we can start writing each section of the oration topic, which is designed to be about 4 to 6 minutes. So I'm going to have, for the brevity of time, and in the breakfast lab, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it produce the oration topic, and then we're going to listen to it in my voice on the voiceover so you can hear it. Now, this is not going to be the first iteration. I wouldn't suggest that. I would suggest taking it, for example, if I was putting myself in the shoes of an 11th grader, I would probably take the script, edit it a little bit, and then take it to school to get critiqued by my public speaking coach and teammates, right, to get some feedback and make sure we're covering everything, get some human elements in there too as well. What do you guys think of this? Is this helpful to you guys? Showing you an
I think
app?
it's helpful.
Yeah. I don't know, anybody know or have or experience with public speaking in high school? I know I think it still goes on. Uh, Homeschoolers do it, I know. It's called the National Forensic League, and they're fun. I love, if I find a tournament in the National Forensic League, sometimes I used to like, and I should try to find some in Tennessee, where you just take your cup of coffee and you volunteer to go judge the tournament, and it's great to see, what the students are doing in that category of public speaking, and you're a judge, and you're giving of your time, but I think it's a great open door for Momentum Tech and get you around people that possibly that maybe need our technology, right? Right. It's not just a cut and paste thing. You're right. All right. Here's the 11th grade late night bedroom scene with a tight 4 to 6 minute build. Here's the streamlined outline we can write from right now, plus a polish opening your style. Thesis, one sentence. AI can be fair in the classroom when it expands access and speeds up quality feedback and supports integrity under clear guardrails of equity, transparency, and human oversight. I'll show you 3 ways AI improves fairness, answers the big concerns, and sets simple guardrails that make it work. Perfect intro. Gives you the thesis and the roadmap, which is a great pattern for an oration speech. You want to tell them what you tell them up front, give them a summary, and then you want to let it rip, tater chip, right? After you do that, timing, opening story, fairness, definition. That's what a judge is looking for. The judge is looking for the roadmap, that it's clear, that it's concise and it's thought through and it's objective. That's what's going to deliver, right? So, opening story, fairness, definition. Pillar 1, equity, inclusion. Pillar 2, faster, better feedback. Pillar 3, integrity, reimagine. Concerns and rebuttals. All right, guardrails. All right. Pillar 1, equity, inclusion. AI gives every student on-demand help, translation, expansions, practice to support. So support isn't tied to income or schedule. So support isn't tied to income or schedule, right? That's the equity and inclusion. No matter where they live, no matter their income style, no matter where their family's from, it provides support. It's not tied to income or schedule. Fairness, school provided access and low bandwidth options. So faster, better feedback. AI, this is a summary, right? Like an outline. AI returns rubric aligned comments in minute. Probably too big of a word. So let's copy this for an 11th grader. The judge may not even know what that means. All right. So, too big of words are understood. Okay. Let's keep looking at all of them. All right. Teach honest AI, focus assessment and process and class reasoning, clear policies, beat gotcha policy, gotcha policing. So they could have clear policies with that. Counter arguments. All right. Yes, exists. Tools answer audits, spot checks, opt out projections. Yes, okay. Cheating, some will try. Redesign assessments and require disclosure. So the focus is thinking, not just copy and paste. No tool replaces relationship. AI saves times. Teachers do mentorship. Okay, love it. All right. My bedroom is quiet except for the hum of a lamp and my laptop fan. Okay, let's get rid of this. I don't have office hours. I'm an 11th grader, right? So we're gonna remove that. All right. All right. That's just a tour talking about families, real chance to learn language. Okay, perfect. All right. Let's change that. Edit these two sections and deliver a completed outline for me. No need to give me details. Just give me a completed outline because we're going to start writing each section now. My goal here is to have a first draft that I can add some human elements to it, maybe some real examples, maybe some thought through punchlines to deliver. There's no notes allowed in the oration competition. It needs to be memorized completely, by the way. That's pretty incredible, right? That they did that, right, James? Wow.
Yes, it is.
5, 7 minutes. Great training. I'm telling you guys. If you have kids in high school, and ask the counselor if they have a great speech class. It's great. Great note. All right. Thesis AI in the classroom expands, opening hook, late night, quiet room. Yes, friends are offline looking for a nudge, not answer to copy. A quick question to the quiet tutor gives direction and confidence. Perfect. Equity inclusion, one demand helps every learner, any level, any language, anytime. Fewer gaps based on schedule, background, and resources. Fairness move, schools provide access to all. Faster, better feedback. AI gives quick, clear feedback in minutes, so we revise more and learn faster. More drafts lead to stronger skills. Teachers review and approve final feedback. Use AI as a coach, plan, practice, and check work while students show their own thinking. Honest use builds real understanding. Simple class rules and required disclosures of AI help. Perfect. Answer with checks and diverse examples. Redesign assessments and require disclosure. AI saves time. Teachers mentor and decide. Guardrails to make it fair. Universal access, transparency about AI use, human oversight on feedback and grading, regular bias reviews, and privacy first settings. Choose rules that make fair for everyone. The quiet tutor in every backpack doesn't whisper shortcuts. It builds confidence. All right. Yes. Let's go ahead and start the first draft. Let's start with the opening and introduction and thesis first. Remember, the goal is 4 to 6 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to start crafting it piece by piece. An oration that stands as a first draft. I like the fact that it gave us like transparency about AI use, right? I think that's important. Um, by the way, YouTube is actually um, in the process of putting that regulation on videos made with AI, a disclosure, because well, they're doing it by obviously for a lot of reasons, but that's coming very soon. That just was released. That was just released yesterday. So I like the aspect that it gave us like real transparency of AI use. You know, people are even in the workplace are hesitant to mention it because of the biases of fear that they have in the background and wondering, yeah, you know, if first of all, I think, you know, hey, I'm using AI, people will think I'm cheating, right? If I'm using AI in my workplace, people will think it may take my job, right? I don't want them to know AI did all this for me. Those are fears that should be talked about in the workplace. They should be talked about, the transparency of it openly. See, it's a new, this AI is such a new thing, right? It's not like you're implementing a new software program upgrade you know, on a computer system at a school for kids or a workplace. It's not like an upgrade, right? It's not like a version 2.0 upgrade. That's an easy transition. There's no biases of fear or unknown things. AI is a totally different tool. I mean, the things that AI could do are just incredible. Not just AI, but agentic AI and synthetic intelligence. Um, it brings up a lot of ethical um, issues that need to be discussed and disclosed. And it's not something we avoid with Magic Kids or with Momentum Tech. It's something that is front and center. And we constantly ask you on every app, for example, to upload your own documents, upload your own anointed intelligence, right? Give it your topics, give it your ideas, iterate, give it feedback. And that's what we want our kids to learn too. That's part of critical thinking. That's part of the tutors and the platform. For example, the AI literacy tutors you know, the the guardian, right? And the detective tutor, teach them that, right? The prompt engineer tutor, the foundations tutor, all these tutors help our kids with that topic. All right. My bedroom was quiet, one lamp on, my laptop humming, and a blinking cursor daring me to start. Teachers aren't available, tutors aren't available, my friends are offline. It's just me and a deadline. I type one question, not to steal answers, but to get a nudge. How to begin an oration about fairness in AI. In seconds, a calm, patient guide offers a structure, a first step, and a question back that makes me think harder. I still have to write. I still have to own the ideas, but I'm stuck. I'm not stuck anymore. That's the quiet tutor in every backpack. Fairness in school to me means this: every student can get real help and show their own thinking, no matter their schedule or their zip code or first language. AI can be fair in the classroom when it expands access, speeds up helpful feedback, and supports academic honesty under clear human guided rules. This afternoon, I'm going to show you 3 ways this quiet tutor improves fairness. I'll face the real concerns, biases, cheating, and privacy, and I'll lay out straightforward guardrails that make the tool of AI work for everyone. Boom. What do you think of that, James? You like it?
That's awesome.
Yeah, right. So let's take this and let's listen to it. You just listen to it myself, but this would be like a speech. Let's paste it in here. Okay. Let's see here. See here. AI could be a fair, expands access, academic honesty. Tonight, I'll say this afternoon. Today, today, okay. So real concerns, biases, cheating, and privacy, and I'll lay out straightforward guardrails that make the that make that make AI tools work for everyone. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and let's listen to this in my voice. I'm going to do some editing here to pace it out a little bit. Okay. I'm just laying this out line by line. Any questions in the chat or answer questions in the FAQs this morning?
Let's take a look here. Nothing in Q&A.
Okay. Excellent.
If anybody has any questions, please click the Q&A button and put them in there. Sometimes it's hard for us to find them in chat.
What I'm doing is I'm pacing out the audio to make it more palatable to the listener and it's not rushed. Hmm. That's a great intro, right? That should get people, that should get the judge to lean in. I know I would lean in and listen. They would have my attention, and that's the whole purpose of an orational speech. Think of it like a presidential speech, right? That's the whole basis of an oration, right? Is you're delivering a message or like a pastoral message, right? Um, it's a powerful skill. You learn how to do it. That's my background in training. The gift of gab I have. Yes, I do. And that was, I wasn't always like that. I was an only child, and I did not, I was shy growing up, if you could imagine that. All right, there's the intro. So let's just copy this and let's listen to it. All right. Custom, paste, turn the volume up. Story time. English. Let's choose my custom voice. Let's choose my book voice. All right, let's generate it. Let's listen to it. I think that this speech talks and addresses the whole topic of Magic Kids and what it's good for. So let's listen to it. It's 1 minute. Let's listen.
My bedroom is quiet, one lamp on, my laptop humming, and a blinking cursor daring me to start. Teachers aren't available. My friends are offline. It's just me and a deadline. I type one question, not to steal answers, but to get a nudge. How do I begin an oration about fairness in AI? In seconds, a calm, patient guide offers a structure, a first step, and a question back that makes me think harder. I still have to write. I still have to own the ideas, but I'm not stuck anymore. That's the quiet tutor in every backpack. Fairness in school, to me, means this. Every student can get real help and show their own thinking, no matter their schedule, zip code, or first language. My thesis is simple. AI can be fair in the classroom when it expands access, speeds up helpful feedback, and supports academic honesty under clear, human-guided rules. Today, I'll show you 3 ways this quiet tutor improves fairness. I'll face the real concerns, bias, cheating, and privacy, and I'll lay out straightforward guardrails that make AI tools work for everyone.
What do you guys think?
Nice.
Yes. Great outcome. Great outcome.
Love it.
Let's download this and let's make a video of it so you guys can see some of the other tools in our platform. So I'll create a new video. I'm gonna skip to upload the audio. Say yes, it's my voice, and drag the MP3 file over. This is the best way to do a video on the video spokesperson. We got to listen to the audio. We liked it. It's paced out well. This is the audio here.
My bedroom is quiet, one
Right? And continue the audio. I go to my uploaded audio. I uploaded images, and I'll pick a. I'll pick a avatar here, and we'll continue. Okay, and it lowers your cost to develop this video because I uploaded the audio. It normally probably would have been around 1,200 credits, so I probably saved a lot of money doing the audio, which is free in the platform. The AI voiceover over here is a free tool. You don't use any tokens to develop an audio, so you can listen to the story. let's watch it now. We'll generate the video here. It takes just a few minutes. So you could create all kinds of videos in the platform. You can make talking head videos, avatars, yourself. You can clone your voice. The kids can clone their voice. You can clone it with them. They can create faceless YouTube channels, like, videos of themselves speaking, educating. Um, this right here, this oration could be the basis of a book they want to write too, right? So that we're talking about, right? That we just developed. The beginning, we got the whole outline, we got the thesis, right? So it would be a great book that a kid could publish, right? Or maybe it's a book that James will publish, or I'll publish, or we're all publish, right? So it's the basis of an oration could go a long way. Okay. And I highly emphasize this is a first script, right? A thesis. So if I was in 11th grade, I'd probably take my thesis and my intro to school to make sure it's a good structure and think about it and maybe get some suggestions from my teammates and maybe do some research as well to make sure I do some fact checking. Maybe I could use Hawaii as a case study and how they've implemented AI literacy and education K through 12 successfully since 2021. They're probably the greatest template, the greatest prototype for AI implementation in schools. They got buy-in from the government. They got buy-in from the teachers and the school districts. They got buy-in from the parents. They got buy-in from everybody. So it is a curriculum in Hawaii school districts. They want to become the Hawaii AI experts. That's what they want. All right, let's watch this.
My bedroom is quiet, one lamp on, my laptop humming, and a blinking cursor daring me to start. Teachers aren't available. My friends are offline. It's just me and a deadline. I type one question.
Let's make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. Without that circle on it.
My bedroom is quiet, one lamp on, my laptop humming, and a blinking cursor daring me to start. Teachers aren't available. My friends are offline. It's just me and a deadline. I type one question, not to steal answers, but to get a nudge. How do I begin an oration about fairness in AI? In seconds, a calm, patient guide offers a structure, a first step, and a question back that makes me think harder. I still have to write. I still have to own the ideas, but I'm not stuck anymore. That's the quiet tutor in every backpack. Fairness in school, to me, means this. Every student can get real help and show their own thinking, no matter their schedule, zip code, or first language. My thesis is simple. AI can be fair in the classroom when it expands access, speeds up helpful feedback, and supports academic honesty under clear, human-guided rules. Today, I'll show you 3 ways this quiet tutor improves fairness. I'll face the real concerns, bias, cheating, and privacy, and I'll lay out straightforward guardrails that make AI tools work for everyone.
Well, what do you guys think of that? Pretty darn good, don't you think? Yeah, I think that's pretty darn good. What do you think, James? Yeah,
I love it.
I think we stumbled upon something here, right? This would be a great oration. Maybe perhaps we find a different clone, maybe a lady or a younger lady. Hey, maybe Bella could do it. There you go. How about that? Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. From a student perspective, right? So, yeah, I think that would be fantastic. And it would be I think it'd be a great presentation too. It's interesting, right? I think of it almost, I'm not going to call it a TED Talk, but an oration is like that, right?
Yep.
And it's objective. It's eye opening, and it gets attention. I think that topic is more interesting than some of the TED Talks I've listened to, right? I mean, um, I think it could be fantastic. It could be a great experience for a young person to put together a project like this, and I think it could make a great landing page, right, for all of our affiliates. If you could put together a great oration that delivers a punch that gets people to think, right? So I like this a lot. Good outcome today. I didn't anticipate it coming out so good, but the public speaking tutor is the bomb. So they did a great job. So we'll take some questions. If you have any questions for the remainder of the time today. So let's see here. Well, I don't know. I think Vanessa, I think the best f- place to go to share the Magic Kids platform is to use your funnel that you have in promote in the promote system, and just start there. Or you could send them to magickids.ai. That's a tool. No one can sign up there. That may be a good place for them to go. But make sure you include your personal link also, because no, they can't take any action on that site. That would be a good place, I think, that for them to start to do their homework. They could look at Hawaii, what they're doing there. They could look at, all the resources and blogs and articles. Gives them a lot of good information. That's like a brochure website that we put together for you guys for Magic Kids. So that's probably where I would start. I would send them that link, and I would send them your personal link and your personal information if you're making an introduction, okay, to an elementary school or a parent or a student. It would allow, you're giving them the ability to do their own due diligence, because honestly, they don't really care what you think. They want to do some research, okay? Not that I'm not being mean, it's just what it is. People like to do their due diligence, right? Especially if it's regarding their kids, right? So that's what Magic Kids is for. It's to help them dive deep and read articles, information, and it provides a lot of great information there for you and your marketing efforts. I hope that helps you. Yep. Okay, good. And do you have to go outside of Magic Kids to do voiceover and video if you're doing it? No, you could do it right in the platform, Mary. We did it right here in the platform. We did the audio inside the platform. The Magic Kids platform has access to the voiceover that I did and the video tool as well. So we want kids to experience using creativity and creating videos to tell stories if that's what they want to do, right? Or if they're maybe they're working with the entrepreneur tutor and they want to start a business, they need a video for that, right? So cool. Hope that helps. Good. Any insight, any additional aspects you want to explain, James, on those questions?
No, personally, I just send them the funnel link for the Magic Kids. That way, they can just sign up right there. But I would say, hey, go here for sure, and then also here's some more information on the magickids.ai. Like Ed said, they can't sign up there, so it's just informational.
That's right.
And yeah, the Magic Kids, as far as creating audio and stuff, that's one of the things a lot of parents are loving to do with their kids is they write a book, then they bring the book to life. Once they create the characters and the images, they bring those images to life and have some of those images reading the book in their voice. So it's really, really cool stuff.
Yeah. So you get to utilize the platform. Let's go to here. So the Magic Kids dashboard includes the AI Literacy Academy. We have the 15 AI tutors, from STEM tutors to academic tutors. We have the AI literacy tutors. There's 5 of those. The kids platform, they get to create music and do voiceovers like I just did right here. And they can create images like logos and Model Me and Image Creator. Really good. By the way, we just updated our image tools. And then, of course, they can create magic videos or spokesperson videos. They can create their website, they can buy domains, they can launch chat bots, they can get help with developing their content on their website, and they can write their book. We got create a book, we got cover, we got fictional friend, and we got I don't know why this is here. Maybe it's just a New York best-selling ghostwriter, but maybe that's for the older students is why I put it there, right? To help them assist like a ghostwriter, but it's more of a somebody that wants to publish a book like Dr. Smiley's son, right? Who's publishing books. He could use that. The fictional friend is great for younger tones. This one's great for like high schoolers. I think that's why I put it there. And create your book. So that's what the Magic Kids platform entails. Okay. It entails all of that. So that's what I mean by one one bundle. Lucia. When I say one bundle, Magic Kids, this is what I mean. This is the bundle that they get, the suite of tools they get. Yes, Magic Kids is no, you don't need to sign up for Magic Kids before you send the info. You're already a consultant, so you have all the links. So you don't have to be a Magic Kids subscriber to sell it. Absolutely not. Yeah. You have in your funnel system, which is promote.momentumtech.ai, you have your funnels here. So you have all your funnels here when you log in. There's the Magic Kids funnel right there, right? And you could promote any of these things. If you're not part of the YouTube funnel, you don't have the class, you could promote Vince's YouTube class. You could promote the breakthrough club, even though you're not a part of it. Okay. So we don't stop you from doing those things if you're a consultant. Hope that helps. Okay. Excellent. Does that answer your question? Yes. Okay. How soon will this replay? It's available. It will be available now. So you can get the replay now. It should be on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it says AI Breakfast Lab Magic Kids, and it's going to be today under our live stream on our YouTube channel. So let me get you our YouTube channel. I'll put that in the chat for you guys. This is subscribe to our YouTube channel, please, so that you get notified when we do stuff. So that's our YouTube channel. Okay. It's live there right now. Okay. Well, Vanessa, thank you for being here. And thank you everybody for being here. We appreciate you guys very much. Thank you.